this afternoon. Drew Basil set to kick it off. Ohio State in the scarlet and gray. And the kickoff from the 35-yard. Bortles will work out of the shotgun and is first offering a pass out into the flat. And on second down, Bortles going to drop off the screen pass to Johnson, and he will pick up a yard. Bortles gets it underneath for the... And there's movement.
Both start. 72 on the offense.
And 9 instead of 3rd and 4. Out of the backfield, Storm Johnson. Cut down quickly by... Brown coming near side, makes the fair catch, and will let it... Carlos Hyde is the offset back. And the receiver screen complete for the first mustered last year. And the give right up the middle to the fullback zone. I'll try Bourne again. Runs right into Plump. To the air for Miller, and the catch again made with Spencer and Brown to the near side. Hyde went the wrong way, and Braxton Miller. The delivery this time.
A lot smoother.
Braxton Miller going to keep it. He's got a tunnel room right up the middle. Braxton Miller taking it to the house for the Buckeyes. 37-yard touchdown.
The middle of this defense open up. He goes right through the middle. Not a hand on him. He gets a full head of steam coming at you as a defensive back, Beth. There's not much you can do to...
For Braxton Miller, Drew Basil for the extra point. He's got it. Drew Basil going to kick it away. And Quincy McDuffie, he's going to go ahead and bring it out from halfway into the end zone. McDuffie with a nice couple of cuts. And McDuffie out across the 30 to the 34-yard line. It took Jamie Wood a while to find his helmet.
21 on the kicking team. Participating without his helmet. 15-yard penalty. First down.
UCF offense and Blake Bortles. And a flat start. That's the second already.
64 on the offense.
This time it's on Justin McCray. They played at Texas. That's the nearest they've come to a situation like this as Johnson gets Braxton Miller. And some good field position here after the penalty for UCF. Looking right, takes a hit, and incomplete. And the fair catch made at the 12-yard. Been able to pull that off. The Buckeyes scored on their first drive, and here they go again. From inside their own, still out with a foot injury, did not play last week, not dressing again today. And Miller again going to try and make something out of nothing, and does, and able to get out.
Dangerous in the secondary.
13 more yards for Miller. This time it's Hyde. And Hyde out to the... Thank you. And now Philly Brown into the backfield. Play action. Good pressure coming right up the middle. A flag on the play as...
Holding. 79 on the offense. 10-yard penalty. First down.
On 1st and 20. Quickly out of his hand, Miller to Brown. Bryante Dunn, the true freshman, joining him in the backfield. Dunn with the carry. Big hole up the middle across the 40. And Miller needs to get out across. Miller designed run all the way, and he second time in this quarter, some very good field position in Ohio State territory, and it's Storm Johnson holding his way inside the 40-yard line. And to the... Bortles going to give it to Johnson. He runs into... Things didn't work out with the Hurricanes, so now Storm Johnson getting the start today. And underneath, the catch made by... Bortles. He's going to keep motion man. And quickly out to Godfrey, and he's going to throw it the other way. Looking for the end zone, and a penalty flag.
Pass interference. The defense. The 15-yard penalty.
Neither in the game right now. Johnson taking the handoff on that right side of the O-line. That's where Johnson is headed, loses his footing. Bortles on 3rd and goal. Here at Ohio Stadium, a 7-3 lead for the Buckeyes, and the kickoff headed in the direction of Devin Smith. He's going to bring it out of the end zone. Hurdling a couple of guys out to the... Braxton Miller gave them something to cheer about earlier with a 37-yard touchdown run, and now is going to drop it off to Jeff Hireman, the Titans. Twice today. Often it was just once last week, and Miller with a designed run star at the University of Florida. Evan Spence, man, and new Aggie coach Kevin Sumlin. And this is Carlos Hyde on the carry. Wholesale changes on the defensive side. Hyde, and he's got a couple of defenders right there. And he was cut down. This time they'll go with the bulkier option. The Buckeye sideline with Brown joining Hyde now in the backfield. Miller, he's got all day back there to look around, and he catches Stoneburner.
Goes to the 2nd level, comes to the 3rd, completes a ball.
Braxton Miller 7 of 7 in the air. Opening day. And they've been hearing about dominating that line of scrimmage all week long. On 1st down, the reverse to Brown, and a nice cutback. Has 1st down yardage inside the 15 to the 12. Get a 1st down here at the 2-yard line. Miller going to keep it. Diving Miller going to keep it again. This time nowhere to go. The Knights winning. Miller trying to change things up, and the play clock winding down to 0. But the 13th play of the drive, Miller thinking about the air, eludes the rush. Braxton Miller on the move to the end zone, incomplete. And he's got the field in the 1st half, and UCF anxious to get back at it. Renell Hall out across the 20. And it'll be Robert fighting the football ban. And Bortles to Storm Johnson out of the backfield, and he breaks a couple of tackles. And Johnson out across the...
Now, he doesn't have anything else to give him.
The appeal process is underway. And on the handoff again, Storm Johnson down the sideline. Stays in bounds to the 10-yard line. On Bryn Harvey in the backfield with Bortles. And he'll get the touch. And he runs right into Ryan Shazier. Bortles, good protection. Fires inside the 5 to...
Holding defense. That would be half the distance. 2nd down.
Harvey, the deep back in the eye, and he will get the call. Bryn Harvey running into Bryant. Play action. The throw into the end zone for the touchdown.
Play action.
Both Shazier and Grant. On the kickoff. And that one will go out of fun. Along with Brown in the backfield, and it is the keeper for Miller. Pistol here for Braxton Miller on that 2nd clap with a give to Boring, and again stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Miller looking in the direction of Philly Brown the whole way. They're now going to tuck it and go with it. And takes a hit.
Personal foul. 11 on the defense. 15-yard penalty.
And the miscue there, and Braxton Miller, after that hit on the sideline, is not in at... Snap coming again on the 2nd clap, and a fumble. Ball is down, Boring lost it, and UCF on their last possession, and Blake Bortles throwing it out into the flat to Quincy McDuffie. And a lot of work. And after the turnover, the crowd now starting to make some noise, and it's intercepted as the Buckeyes get it right back off of the deflection. Travis Howard. And movement coming across.
False start. 74 on the offense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
The penalty. 1st and 15. Miller to the air. Devin Smith gets it in. The give to Bourne.
Tremendous catch. Big hand receiver, can always scoop the ball, cup it with his hand.
Option right. Miller keeps, and he is buried back. 5 wide for the Buckeyes on 2nd and long. Miller stepping up, throwing it deep, and overthrows. A&M debuting in the SEC. And on 3rd down, it's Miller, the keeper all the way, and he's got this guy more inside the 10. Miller rolling left. Braxton Miller going to take it and score for without starting tailback Carlos Hyde the rest of the way. He's left with an injury. Back to Renell Hall, who had trouble picking it up off the turf. Bortles will just go ahead. Beaten a non-conference ranked opponent in their 15 years in the FBS. And Smith will bring it out of the end zone, out across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Take Dunn, and he is in the backfield. And Miller's going to keep it and follow Dunn, getting to the outside. Utilizing Braxton Miller's legs, but also trying to keep him healthy for an entire season and not take too many hard hits. And the pass play for the first steps left for the Buckeyes, and this new spread offense for Urban Meyer. And again, Braxton Miller going to keep, and he runs the cleats. Boren off the left side across.
And I think that these kind of offenses will change the way the Big Ten plays football. I think since Urban Meyer's taken over Ohio State.
Will run. Braxton stepping back, firing across the middle. The 2nd and 10. First possession of this second half for the Buckeyes, and the freshman Bryante Dunn. All part of Urban Meyer's impact. Miller to the air, Bourne with the punch. First down, Miller's going to keep. Wrapped up after Big Ten alignment from old with 5 wide. Miller to the air, and Smith has the catch.
But with Ohio State and what Urban Meyer is going to try to do here.
Miller hanging tough in the pocket, now on the run to the end zone. Touchdown!
Extend the play with his feet is what changes him in the passing game. Watch his feet move. Looks to the right, a wide open receiver.
Miller accounting for former Buckeye great, 16 years in the NFL. Lewis Johnson also with us today in Columbus, a 24-10 Ohio State lead. First touch of this second half for UCF, and they will start what Florida can do in their first opportunity of this second half. Blake Bortles with the give to Storm Johnson.
A little more.
Johnson trying to get to the outside and can't get by Garrett. Bortles under duress, fires it back into traffic, popped up in the air, picked off. Second interception of the day. And that was the situation right there. And now Ohio State set up in prime territory, and Miller staying on the ground to keep Braxton Miller in the pocket. Devin Smith with a move gets inside. Miller looking all the way to Miller. Braxton Miller run from 8 yards out. And Renell Hall's going to try and bring it out and make something happen on special teams, and he'll into the end zone for the 3rd time. He's got 144 yards, and Storm Johnson to the edge. Time if Steven Strasburg is in the dugout. And Ohio State touchdowns. Bortles fires complete. First down here, back to throw it. Looking deep, he's got a man open at the 40-yard line of the Buck. Calling it in, his 3rd catch of the day. To the air, again, the receiver screen. Jeff Godfrey, top-ranked Ohio State team. Blocking the screen pass is here to try and make something happen. Rush defense that has been so good through the years, being tested today. Good second effort here inside the 25. Takes the blitz from the edge and out into the flat. Incomplete. Bortles under pressure as he releases and a penalty flag. Urban Meyer if he wants the
Shot
penalty or
block.
not.
8 on the offense. 15-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Bortles with time. Looking downfield. He's got a man open at the 10-yard line. Center Brent Harvey, the lone setback. Harvey has some room to the outside. Bouncing off of one tackler. Close to the goal line for the Knights. Harvey caught in the backfield and thrown for a 1-yard. One-on-one with the receiver. Bortles looking right the whole way. He's got it. And the PAT is blocked. Rushing touchdowns, 1 through the air. And Miller and company will. Thank you for that update, Wendy. And now he's working with 5 receivers, and the pass deflected. 27, I think, rushing in that loss to Alabama. Miller to the air, intercepted. Well, Bortles are going to try the end around. Quincy McDuffie may have gotten a yuck by the UCF defense. They'll keep it on the ground. This is Harvey again. Big gainer as he bulls his way inside the 20-yard line, getting an extra push at the tail end, still going, and finally trying to guide the Knights to within a touchdown. Into the slant, and he's got his. Bortles intercepted at the 5.
Stares down the receiver. Easy pickoff for the defense.
3rd time today, the Buckeyes have scored 10-yard line, thwarting the drive from Central Florida. And now Braxton Miller in the offense back out there. Miller run out of bounds. And this here in the state. And now back to try and guide the Buckeyes. And Deontay Dunn. Buckeye for life, isn't that the saying amongst alums? Miller to the air. Philly Brown.
In the lead, 10-7.
Rocco made it look easy, didn't he?
Miller. First losing season for the Buckeyes since the late 80s. Miller. Complete.
He's working to do all those things, and it's inspired a lot of men around the country to do the same. Beth?
Thank you very much, Lewis. The overthrow from Braxton Miller, Urban's former employer. After the penalty, 1st and long, Miller's got some time. Looking, runs right into Jose. Who wraps him up along. 5 wideouts again for Miller. And he's going to hang on to it himself and coming up from the secondary to make the play. 3rd and forever. Miller fires it across the middle and the completion out. Morton's going to take it on the move. And Morton out across the 30 to
Keep his balance.
back to the action down on the field. And they had that 35-yard pass play earlier in the half, but we have not seen many throws down. Thank you very much, Wendy. The baseball update. Getting closer to the Major League playoffs, and Bortles. And throw.
Grounding. 5 on the offense.
To the air, and the catch for Renell Hall. Starting tailback Carlos Hyde. And flags on the snap.
False start. 64 on the offense. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Bortles fires downfield to Hall. Bortles, pressure coming up front. Hankins in his face, passes away, and it is.
How about the hands by Roby? As a defensive back, when a receiver...
Miller's got Deontay Dunn with him in the backfield. Devin Smith into 7 national championships. Run for Rod Smith. Stopped at the 45. Miller will keep it. He's got the first. LSU will be in action tonight, taking on Washington. Miller takes a hit. Who you like winning the Big Ten this year?
I think that I like what Michigan does. I like Wisconsin.
5-yard penalty. Third down.
Third and 14. Miller. Incomplete, dropped across the middle. And gets it off. Morton. And a fair catch it at the 11. Blake Bortles. Joey, from your days here at OSU?
Beth, not at all. When I see that stuff,
Over the years?
I tried to avoid the hits, Beth. I was always the fastest guy on the field, so I made sure I got out of the way of the big guys.
2 minutes to go in the game. Bortles looking across the middle, takes a hit, delivers the...
One jersey with the name team on it, and that's back in Orlando as his next play. iPads in the next 2 years. All the football players for the Buckeyes have them right now, getting their plays.
For that kind of bill.
You have to block Angry Birds. I wonder if there's a password so you can't get the games or you can't play Madden 13 on them. For 2 minutes to go. Now close to midfield now for Blake Bortles. Incomplete.
Timeout. UCF.
I don't know about that last shot, but the rest of it was fun to watch. And tipped. Miller with the handoff to Rod Jones. The only question marks the
rest of the season, but here today, he deserves to be in that conversation.
And the fumble on the
quarterback. He wants him to be the ultimate quarterback, a Peyton Manning type of quarterback with his mindset, with his preparation. So when people start talking Heisman and awards, things that get Braxton Miller away from the team concept, that's not a positive thing.
And UCF will be able to take plenty from today as well. They've still got a date with Missouri and SEC
him today, and they've run the ball effectively, giving their offense a chance to operate.
Inside the 10-yard line. And Bortles will not be able to find the end zone. Hauled down.